Welcome to 2K. Allie, it's all
NBA technology.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. And for Milwaukee, the foundation of this team, Middleton and Giannis, the 3 and the 4. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Poirier in at the 5 spot. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And some new faces and new places this year, Grant. How long do you think it takes for a new player to fit in?
Well, you know, some players never fit in, but depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
And here are the Bucks now. Williams with it. Middleton covering. There's ball on the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Toscano after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
That's tipped. Pass to Money. And he lobs it up top. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Ball. Money grabs the miss.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Now Richardson to the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 to start. Back to Ball. Inside. Here's Money. Down low. Pass to Poirier. Here's Money. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. Here's Money. Down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
That one falls.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
To the middle. Here's Middleton. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Williams. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Number 17. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. Pass to Toscano. Over to the left wing. To the paint. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's all knotted up.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
To the middle. Here's Money. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Ball outside. The 3 ball. And no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And Chris Middleton, a great 3-point shooter. But he's got a deadly mid-range game as well, Grant.
Middleton is just flat out a shooter. Can pull up from anywhere on the floor. If you give him the mid-range, he'll take it and punish you.
Can't hit that one. Good D by Middleton.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And stolen by Williams. Here's Ball. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Money. And that one hits the back iron. Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Inside, here's Williams, and he gets that one. Williams has got 6.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
On the take, Money. Ball with the rebound. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. And he lobs it up. Ooh, Giannis dunks it home.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Chicago trailing here. To the wing on the left. Pass to Toscano. Back to Ball. Takes a 3. Deflected.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. And for Chicago, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Josh Richardson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assists.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
And there's the rejection. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
To the inside. And stolen by Williams. 3 on 3. Ball outside. Takes the 3. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls?
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
He shoots. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. Milwaukee with the ball. Trailing by 2. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points.
God damn, boy.
For Chicago, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net.
Man, fuck this game, bro.
The Bucks
Non-caller
making a
having
switch
that
here.
goddamn
Noir's
game,
checked
man.
in.
Fuck off.
DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Chicago.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. Richardson for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
I love their assertiveness. I mean, when Richardson catches and fires like this, you know who's in this.
Pass to Toscano. Ball left side. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8.
Man,
Hopefully he
you
can
know
get it
what?
going now.
The game
Just
is
2
fucked
for
up,
8
bro.
shooting early on.
You just can't
Maybe
push
that
people out
hoop
the
will
fucking
help
way,
build some
bro.
momentum.
Outside Richardson. Here's Middleton. Lets it go from deep.
Oh, man, I
Williams
knew
grabs the board.
I didn't even mean to do that. I thought he was going to take off and go to the rim.
And there's another one for the Bulls.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Yeah, so far, both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. But there's not a game left to play.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He had
Look
a
at that shit,
36
man.
point.
Fuck this shit, bro. Let me get the fuck out of this game. I don't even know.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo. Vision. Racks on
OG's a top 3, paving the way, my no sheep. Watch out for what you can't see, cause the man pre-learned that from my OG.
Great choice. That's a difference.
A rad solo finish to this game. Your final option today is Joe D. Romantic. Pressuring the ball handler right there. Oh, leading the break after the steal and bouncing the lob home. Wow! End-to-end playmaking. Choose the top play of the week. The power within is all yours. You can get your best plays featured on 2K TV. All you got to do is share them on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. And to our next 76ers game, I'm standing by for pregame announcements, script in hand. Hey, do you want to hear them now? No, all right. I'll see you next week.
Welcome to day 2 of the My Team Unlimited tournament. Okay, now we know it'll be Eyeball Splash and Swaggy P. Holmes going head-to-head for that last-gen championship title. Next up, it's current-gen Tournament 32 bracket spots, and by the end of the day, we'll have 2 more finalists. Now, a few names in this bracket will look familiar. 6 of the players that battled it out yesterday are coming back today for a second chance at that prize money. It's going to be exciting. Let's go. On the right side of the bracket, top-seeded CB13 gets paid one in blowout fashion. 10th-seeded X-Bless4L dropped 93 points, and last year's champion two-way Rocco pulled off an insane comeback
over, he got a foul
to advance to the next round.
I'm never going to give up. I feel like with my defense, the game's never over.
In the second round, CB and two-way Rocco both earned double-digit victories, while Swaggy P. Holmes and FaZe 3752 picked up a win as well. Swaggy P. Holmes already qualified for the finals the day before.
Oh, you betcha.
And CB13 was able to keep him to that bracket with a 15-point win in the quarterfinals.
Big win for CB13.
While two-way Rocco picked up his own 15-point win against FaZe.
That's the dagger.
I found my rhythm a little bit as far as the gameplay. As I got deeper, I feel like I got more confident.
The semifinal was set. Ty Debo versus CB13.
He has been tough to stop today.
And Ty found himself down 7-2 to start the game. Gridlocked in the first half, both teams made it difficult to score. In the second half, signature pressure by Ty intercepted the ball and followed up with a Luka Doncic dunk to extend the lead to 10.
Back of the rim, no good.
Multiple stops led to multiple transition buckets in the third quarter, and the lead ballooned to 22 points. CB13 attempted to push the pace in the fourth,
shot from the wing, good,
but could not turn the tide.
Just a top-class, brilliant performance here by Ty Debo.
Ty Debo is headed to the finals once again.
I was just super confident. I'm super, super grateful that I got the opportunity I did.
And this year, he'll have a chance to defend his crown from 2K21. But who will his opponent be? For more on that, let's turn to the left side of the bracket.
The players on Next Gen is just tougher because that's where the majority of your pro players signed it up and competed.
On the left side of the bracket, the first round started off with some fun, as Definitive and T-Loading definitely took care of their matchups. Splash took care of business, and 2 double-digit seeds advanced in the Unsold Product and J-Money. In the second round, Definitive and T-Loading both did well again, as Definitive scored 91 points and T-Loading won by 17. Then, it was a repeat matchup, Jin Shiesty versus Splashy. Jin Shiesty was looking for redemption after the day before's last-gen loss, and got it, playing spoiler to Splash's title run in the second round.
I overthought my opponent. I ended up switching my lineup just a little bit, same players, but switched them around into different spaces and spots. And that's why I ended up going out early. One play can cost you $250,000.
But in the quarterfinals, Definitive pulled a clutch steal and three-pointer to beat Jin Shiesty down the stretch.
I knew that it would take absolutely everything I had to beat Jin, you know, coming off beating Splash, you know. Splash and I were just talking about playing Jin right before, and so I knew it'd take everything I had to beat him. And, you know, fortunately, I was able to.
T-loading on the run out. 3-ball Leonard. Bang!
While big-time buckets and a late-game mistake pushed T-loading to the semifinals.
Oh my goodness, illegal defense, he makes the technical.
And in those semifinals, with the winner getting $50,000, who would want to come out victorious and look forward to a matchup against Ty Debo?
T-loading, knocking out 2 NBA 2K League guys to get here.
T-loading brought everything to the table, but in the end, it was a final score of 71-66.
How about definitely? He's going to the final.
Definitive pulled through for the hard-earned victory.
All the time on 2K, you know, all the nights playing and Live, it was all worth it.
Between dunks, threes, and everything in between, this game featured a little bit of everything. Now, the stage is set for both brackets, and 2K TV will be covering it every step of the way.
6-0 this weekend, and I really wanted to do it on both Kern and Next. I really wanted that opportunity because that's never been done.
Ty's such a good person to come through what he went through just in this tournament alone, and then to make it to the finals and win in such an emphatic fashion is just a testament to how good he is.
Definitive's really good on offense. I'm more of a defensive mind, and so it's going to be really fun. Definitive is really, really tough this year.
Going back to when I first started playing 2K20, there was this joke that I could beat everyone, but I couldn't beat Ty. So there's definitely a history between us.
He's really tough. The last tournament kind of setting we played in, he was hooping. So
I may have to change my strategy because, you know, it is against Ty, you know, being able to prepare for what he's able to do and what he might come out there doing. I'll be ready.
And then try to find a better Luka. Other than that, the lineup should look pretty much the same.
Win or lose versus Ty, 50,000 regardless.
I can still make history, and that's something that's super cool going back to back.
But, you know, 200 is what I want.
Let's get it.
For the three.
We now know who will be competing for the $200,000 in each of the My Team Unlimited tournament finals. Today, I'm joined by My Team producer, John, and My Team correspondent, Brian.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
All right, Brian. So Swaggy P is a more less-known player in the community than Splash, who's a 2K League pro player, and we all know how good he is behind the three-point arc. What can you tell the community about Swaggy P?
First of all, Swaggy is not new to the tournament. Last year, he was in the tournament, and he was really close to knocking out Jomar until Jomar had a good comeback late in the game. So this year, Swaggy comes in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, and he's a double qualifier. This year, he's playing with a former runner-up in Splash. It's going to be a good matchup that I am really excited for.
Now, one thing I love about watching these tournaments, John, is the cards that are in lineups. What can you tell us about the lineups that were used in this tournament?
Yeah, David Robinson made a huge impact. He was released only one day before the tournament in the Signature Series 5 release. He was a brand new card, but everyone found a way to put him into their lineup and get the most out of him.
Now, of course, this is going to be a matchup of an offensive juggernaut in Splash and a defensive juggernaut in Swaggy P. Brian, what do you think is going to happen when these two powerhouses collide?
I think it's up to Swaggy to see what his defense can hold and withstand. Swaggy played good defense during the tournament, picked up a couple big-time wins, but I'm looking at his cards like Kobe Bryant, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis. These are guys that are going to have to play great defense in the finals against Splash if he wants to walk away with a win.
And the one thing we saw Ty Debo, a.k.a. two-way Rocco, do to Splash in the finals last year is shut down that three-point shot. They need to extend. They need to defend the long threes from Splash.
Now, switching over to next gen, we have the reigning defending champion in Ty Debo, a.k.a. Two-Way Rocco, versus Definitive. And both these players are familiar with each other. Brian, what can you tell us about the way that Definitive plays the game?
Well, Definitive's road to the finals, Chris, is pretty interesting. After starting out with 2 big-time wins in the first couple rounds, the last 2 rounds didn't come quite as easy, but he did have some pretty big cards paving the way for him, whether it was Cade Cunningham, my personal favorite Klay Thompson, or even a Bull out there. Definitive was making plays left and right, and he's going to need that again against Ty Debo.
And one thing that we saw for Definitively and for everyone in this tournament, it was how they used that Luka Doncic card. He was in every single lineup. And some of these games really did come down to who can score the most with our cover athlete, Luka Doncic.
And of course, moving on to Ty Debo, he's back and could become the first ever 2-time My Team Unlimited tournament champion. That's pretty exciting for him and his legacy. What did you make of his lineups, Brian? Any cards that stood out to you?
That Dark Matter Kawhi Leonard pretty much can bottle up any My Team player, so I think that card is going to be big. And then we have to mention one of his favorite cards, Scottie Pippen. You have length, you have strength, you have pretty much everything you need defensively from that Scottie Pippen card. So I'm curious to see how Ty Debo can run with those in the finals.
The one thing I love with Ty Debo's game is just how he evolves and punishes his opponents with his defense. If you look at his path to the finals, he took down 2 NBA-2k League players in FaZe and CB13. And in those other rounds, he kept his opponents from scoring somewhere in the 50s, which with My Team and with these offensively powered cards, that is a huge accomplishment for him.
I mean, he always harps on it. He focuses on defense, and he thinks that's what gave him the advantage over Splash, who ran such a high-octane offense last year. So it'll be interesting to see the defensive-minded players go up against these offensive-minded players. I think it definitely brings an advantage to a mode with such great shooters like My Team.
And you can see that with Definitively, he was one of only 2 players in this tournament to score over 90 points in one of these games.
Now, one thing I love about these 2 tournaments is that there have been some high-pressure moments with a lot on the line, and it seems like all these finalists have had to deal with their own pressure situations. Who do you think has the advantage going into these finals for both brackets?
You can't underestimate experience. Ty and Splash have been here before. They know what it takes to compete in the finals. We saw multiple times in both tournaments, 2K League players had the advantage in crunch time, not making mistakes, hitting shots if they need to. And overall, in crunch time, those 2K League players did play better.
Well, the finals are just around the corner. I can't wait to watch them unfold. I guess we'll have to see who comes out champion on each gen. Thank you guys so much for joining us on 2K TV here today, and I'm sure we'll all be watching those My Team finals together.
3-ball. Remember, the My Team Unlimited Finals will go down on March 19th, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can watch all of the action live on our official Twitch channel.
And make sure to check back here next Friday, where we're working on an interactive special. You know the deal. You answer trivia questions correctly, and you'll earn yourself some free VC.
I think we should give them a hint on the trivia.
Give the people some hints, Alexis.
All right. I'll just say brush up on the stats of a certain 3-point star.
I know 2K players know something about 3-point shooting, but until then, enjoy the game.
Bye.
That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Chris Middleton has been underrated for so long that now is he rated? Giannis Antetokounmpo said, people don't know how much Chris has sacrificed for this team to be great. He could easily be a 25-point-per-game scorer in the league, but he just wants to win. He knows that by doing that, everything else is going to take care of itself. Kevin?
Well, he's an all-star teammate, David, as you point out in that story. Thank you. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position, and at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that three ball, Kevin.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Franklin. He's out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Toscano in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, at forward, they have Middleton and Giannis. Money out there with Richardson. And it's Poirier in at center.
Get the perimeter!
And here is Ball.
Big coming, big coming. Right here. Don't get picked.
Puts up a 3. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Money, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
Outside Williams, right wing. From deep. Again, ball missing. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. The dish to Richardson. Pass to Middleton. Clock at 6. Poked away. Taken away by Williams. Here's Toscano. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Ladies and gentlemen,